Hi, my name's Rob Vickerman. This Capgemini web series will look at and explain how rugby stays ahead of the game. This episode is with Gary Ahmed, the Wales physio. So, Gary Ahmed, as a physio, what for you is the fun bit of your job?
The treatment table is quite a lot of opportunity to have a bit of fun around there. People can come off the pitch and be a little bit, full of emotion and stuff, and it's about trying to potentially bring them back down, or trying to change the mood of the place a little bit. The changing rooms, especially after a win, more than anything else, is a great opportunity, a bit of fun. We have people like not enjoying the ice baths, really taking the mick out of them, so making them stay a little bit longer, doubling them and stuff.
It's one of these places. It is a real social hub at times. Whilst obviously injuries can happen, you have a lot of conversations with players. Is that a way to really assess how to keep it light and get the mood changed?
Definitely, it's all down to the individual as well. You know some people that you can potentially go down certain lines with, and players you've got a lot in common with, likes and dislikes. Things like the office and stuff like that. Quite a good place to start, trying to coach each other and just trying to wind each other up.
And side of the pitch, quite an intense place to be. Is there any part of you that can actually sit back and enjoy the rugby?
As a Newcastle United fan, no. No, when you're working, I'm quite an excitable guy, so I'm quite passionate as well, so it's very difficult to keep myself locked in my box almost.
A lot about innovation in terms of the medical side of it.
Yeah.
How much do you have to work on being ahead of the game as a physio?
Me being, quite a boring, dorky, geeky guy, I do tend to try and keep up with, literature and stuff like that. So a lot of things that people are coming out with and the way that they're, changing the practice and trying to change the practice of physiotherapy and sports medicine as a whole. Things like, modalities like Twitter and stuff like that are really good to get on board, because people chuck things out there for free. Maybe changing our primers from gyms to pitches and back and forth, and trying to find the best kind of balance for our team.
And where does that information come from about prognosis of injury?
The great brain, really. But it would be trying to stay up to date on evidence base. So things like ACL reconstructions now, a lot of people would be back on 4-6 months previously. When now we're trying to say, look, the longer you leave it, the less chance you'll have of further injury or any kind of further issues with it. So 9 to 12 months is probably more appropriate for even the elite level players. And you need to be there and guide them through the process again. So you need to be dealing with not just the physiological and the new muscular effects and that, the psychological stuff as well.
Well, what a point to finish on. Gary Ahmed, one of the real characters of the Rugby Sevens tour. Well needed. Thank you very much for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Cheers.